Actually, in Huawei Cloud, we have a philosophy so-called everything as a service, starting from infrastructure service. So our strategy is that we will build a best infrastructure across the whole global. You know, Huawei have been doing business in this region since more than 20 years ago. We start our business in actually not in the consumer market, but each business has a different business model. In our business, we used to, especially in the carrier business, we doesn't need a same level of brand awareness as our consumer business. That's why it's only became recently on the consumer, and the 5G is another story because of the external issues is being put on the spot that everybody came to know that Huawei is the leader in 5G. So what I'm saying is for Huawei, our business came from the 2B business, and that still remain one of the most important business in our portfolio. And of course, consumer remain another sector. It's being very diversified. Let's come to the cloud. In general, we as Huawei, we believe there is a insight how we see the world. We believe in next few decades, digitalization will more profoundly change the whole world. Today you see new technology come every day, but we think that's the only beginning. New technology, including artificial intelligence, data-driven economic, will be profoundly change the whole world. That's one. And the second, we believe to reach the ultimate goal of a real intelligent world, digital infrastructure is the foundation. And to be more precisely, cloud technology, cloud platform is their foundation that we're talking about. I believe cloud itself is part of the infrastructure. If you see, not only providing computing storage capability, but more importantly, the latest IT technology came from cloud, not came from the traditional IT company now. Or if you see the latest breakthrough into database, into artificial intelligence, into the most advanced service, they all came from as a cloud service. This change not only because of the business model, but also come to today, the data volume we're handling or processing and the consistency between different systems require a really strong and a big capacity and also processing capability, which ultimately came to a cloud platform. In most of the country in the region, we have been operating business for more than 20 years. When we breaking through in the country, we stayed there. We became a most important partner of the whole country as an ICT vendor. Come to the cloud. Yes, answer is definitely yes. We are increasingly investing into the whole region. In UAE, we have our Abu Dhabi region already launched, and in Saudi, we are on the final stage to finalize about where to put our data center. The cloud technology model is very different from any traditional. Basically, we call it a DevOps. On the software side, we have patches and update every day. And when we expand, we have a very systematic plan to upgrade or expand by every quarter. It's not like you build the infrastructure, 5 years you upgrade it to another version. No, because the key of the cloud service is elasticity. So everybody, when we usually have a threshold that when we reach it, we have to make a whole expansion plan, and that is being automated as well. Huawei have invested heavily into technology. Last year, we invested more than 24 billion US dollar, one of the highest. In fact, because different countries have different figures on status. According to Germany, we are number 2, have invested across all industry in the world. And we keep investing heavily because we believe that in the future, only technology advancement can make us bring real value to our customer. And that's the only reason Huawei exists. And I want to add a few more. When you present as a cloud service provider, there is a whole shared responsibility between a cloud service provider platform and the tenant. For example, as a Huawei Cloud, we have done to the most extent to ensure data security of our tenant. It's a shared responsibility because tenant have his own system, he has an application, he will design his application as secure as it can. But as a platform, we from all the way from the reliability to availability to durability on data, we have gone all the way. And the difference I want to explain a little bit on difference between reliability, availability, and the durability. In terms of reliability, when we build our platform hardware and software, we're trying to use the best breed of our component in both software and in hardware, which means to prevent any component from failure. But every component will eventually fail. This cannot prevent it happening. When a component happen, then came to a service availability. For example, in data storage, in our object storage, today we are providing 99.5% of availability, which means a whole year you have a downtime of 26 minutes, which means even you have a component failure, we still have redundancy to ensure the highest availability of the service. But like I said, there is no system that 100% available, still it will go to failure. When the system, a service or storage service go to failure, which means in this period of time, service is not accessible, what do? We still ensure the data is a security, that comes to durability. Today, in our OBS, we're providing 11.9 on single AZ. And we're going to update in 3AZ, which is going to be 12 nines. What that means, let me give you some figures. 11 nines, which means if you, as our tenant, put the data there, you put 100 million objects in our storage. Over 1,000 years, you have a chance to lose one object in our storage. When that comes to 12 nine, which means 10,000 years.